Hey friends, Jacqueline here. Based on all the amazing things we are seeing happen online, we are predicting this is going to be one of the busiest seasons for e-commerce ever. Are you ready for it? No matter what stage of business you're in, the one thing we do know is you need to show up and create content that actually matters to your customers during this 2020 holiday season. But wait, you may be thinking, sounds great, but what do I actually say to them without being salesy? Don't worry, friends, we've got you covered this holiday season. Introducing 101 plus content ideas beyond the discount 2020 edition, a bundle of tools, prompts, and video training that helps you create content this holiday season to reach out to your customers beyond just offering discounts, which is uber important to having a profitable Q4. This is created specifically for you to use during this 2020 holiday season. So, what's included? 101 plus content prompts to be used on social media, emails, and in live videos. 3 months of editable calendars filled with daily content ideas for marketing in 2020 quarter 4. Monthly checklists for 2020 holidays to inspire content and calendar prompts. 5 holiday plug-and-play scripts that will help you show up easily on video to stand out from the big guys. And this is one of our favorites. The easiest way to have a 12 days of holiday sales or a Cyber Month sales worksheet, plus video trainings and so much more. If you want to check it out, make sure to grab 101 content ideas beyond the holiday discount 2020 holiday edition. We wanted to make this holiday season as sweet as pumpkin pie that we are practically giving this away. Head to holidaycontentideas.com right now, and let's make this your most profitable holiday season ever.
Welcome to the Product Boss Podcast, where we help product-based businesses grow their sales and improve their strategies.
Hey everyone, I want to introduce you to my co-host and biz bestie, Minna an Amazon guru that has built a multi-six-figure product-based business.
And introducing the other half of the Product Boss, Jacqueline Snyder. She has helped launch and grow over 500 fashion apparel and accessory brands, even one of her own.
And together, we share our inventory of secret weapons that will help you dig deep and do the work it takes.
Are you ready? Let's build together.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Product Boss Podcast. I'm your host, Jacqueline Snyder, with my latte-loving co-host, Minna Kunlo-Sitep. Hey, Minna.
Hey, Jacqueline.
All right. Today is really special. We are actually going to give you a freebie today, a free script. And why? Why are we going to give this to you? Because we believe that video is the number one way to convert and connect with your customers. And so today we're going to talk about the 30-second video that converts to sales without sounding salesy.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds of your life that could be changed within these 30 seconds, because it's really important during this time as we step into fourth quarter to stand out from our competition, to stand out from the big guys, from the other people in our industry. And there is something that they don't have that you have, and that is you. So, dun dun dun, 30 seconds of bravery leads to a 30-second video that could change how you stand out this fourth quarter.
And how you show up this fourth quarter. And so what can you do for 30 seconds, friends? I had the 60-second video or plank challenge that I did this summer where
We're shortening it to 30 seconds.
30, we're just making you do 30, where it was like 60 seconds, hold a plank for 60 seconds or do a video for 60 seconds. So should we do a 30-second plank or video challenge right now? We're not going to make you do planks, but we do want you to do a video. And does this have to be talking head style? Because a lot of people are already like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be the face of my business. Okay, we hear you. If you don't want to be the face of your business, if you're adamant about not doing it, all right, even though we would say try it. If you can, you'll see greater conversion. Human beings are attracted to other human beings. If you realize, like, babies see human faces, they're attracted to faces more than they are to colors and shapes initially. It runs through, you probably will see this in the conversion on your social media. If you have pictures with humans, it does much better than other pictures of just like hands sometimes. So I either want you to say it with me right now. You're going to do a 30-second video with us. We're going to give you the exact script that you can use to do this 30-second video to convert more sales without sounding salesy. And if you really can't be the face, then we're going to also talk about how you can do it by just a voiceover or being the voice of your brand.
Yeah. And what's the worst that can happen? You don't make a sale? What's the best that can happen? You make a bunch of sales. So either way, there's not a lot at stake right here.
Right. So, you know me, I'm big on video. You see me showing up a lot on video. If you follow us on Instagram, if you don't, please follow us at The Product Boss. We show up on video sometimes to repurpose our content. We'll record podcast episodes on video. We'll use it in a lot of places. It just creates that know, like, trust factor for customers quicker. They will get to know you better. They'll have a face. We talk a lot about your brand story and why you versus the big guys. Well, because you are you, authentically you are you, and your customers will either be attracted or repelled by you. And that's okay. We want to repel customers. If they're not our jam, if they're not into us, cool. There's just as many people that will be into you as not. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You all know this based on all of us follow different people, it's called, on social media.
Yeah.
Minna likes some people and hates people that I like, right? And so we all have our different.
I don't hate anybody.
No, you don't hate, but you don't follow, right? You know,
Yes.
and you follow people that I don't follow.
Right. And I think that the thing with video is that it cues into all of your senses, right? You get to see that person, hear that person, look at that person. You get to see their nuances of the way they talk and their hand gestures. You know, the only thing that's missing is, you know, smell, sense. So when you describe it, you'll get to hear their voice, the tone of their voice, how, if they make you laugh, how they make you feel. And that's different than and quicker than just being on audio a lot of times, or just being, you know, written out. There's a different tone that happens. And so that's why we're really recommending a 30-second video, because you definitely could learn how to do it or practice it, and it'll be okay. It'll be just fine.
So we're going to teach you today how to do a 30-second video for your business. Really easy. It helps convert your followers or people watching you, and it converts them into paying customers, as well as it won't make you sound salesy. Because I know so many of you want to show up on video, but you don't want to be like the traveling sales guy or the person that's like, I've got watches in my coat. You want to buy? You want to buy? Like, we're not about that, right? We're about like, oh, that's a really beautiful watch you're wearing. Where is it from? Oh, this is a watch actually from my brand. Yeah, we make them all in the US. They're handmade. They've got like a crystal face. I don't know, I'm making this all up. Oh, and if they lean in, they're like, that's beautiful. Can I see that closer? They're leaning in, you lean back in, and you're authentically connecting with them. That may determine what the difference is between making a sale versus like, oh, that's great. And you're like, yeah, it's great. And you walk away, you're now turning down the sale. Like, you're not helping convert that customer.
Right. So we thought that the amazing part of this podcast episode could be that we give you a script, the 30-second script that could start off your many videos that you might end up being inspired to do. So this is a really, really simple video script. It can last anywhere from 30 seconds on all the way up, but we're going to break down the script for you just so you understand why it's so effective. It doesn't sound salesy, but it's definitely a core video script that you could use for just about any product you have at any time, anywhere.
So go ahead and click the link in the show notes to get your free download of the video script. And now we're going to jump into what the script is, and you can get it. And it's kind of Mad Lib style, where there are blank spots in there, and you can go in and you can fill it out with whatever you want to write in here, and you can change it and adjust it as many times as you want.
Yeah. So I'm going to have Jacqueline lead this podcast episode because she wrote all these scripts, right? They're very simple. We always say keep it simple, seller. And they're simple, effective scripts that you literally can read from. And like Jacqueline said, they're blank spots for you to insert the customization of this script. And we actually have a bunch of scripts in Survival Kit Course Bundle. And this is where all these scripts really came from, was in there the fastest way to connect with your customer, as we've been saying, is video. And so you can buy a bunch of these video scripts inside the Survival Kit course bundle.
Yeah, we have, because the Survival Kit course bundle, there's 3, courses in there. We've talked about it. It's got the Pivot and Sell course. We have the Done Method course. And then we also have the Easy and Simple video scripts. And there are 14 different scripts that are longer form, shorter form, even scripts that you don't have to use words. And the reason why we did create this for that Survival Kit bundle was that we knew you needed to show up online. There is some sort of percentage, it's like over 70% of Americans will be doing all of their holiday shopping online. So what does that mean? They're online more and they're looking. And so what's the quickest way to convert customers? Well, it's connecting with them through video. And when we saw, let's say at the beginning of the pandemic, when people had to transition online very quickly, the easiest and quickest way to sell your products was getting online. And what was free to everyone? Facebook and Instagram. You could jump on, you could do a video, and you could continue to sell your products, whether or not your store was open, if shows were canceled, anything that happened, you could easily get online. So that was really the beginning of this. And we have seen thousands and thousands of dollars made by our customers by simply doing video. It's unbelievable. Like, shout out to Blythe Baubles and shout out to Bella Vita Candles and Iron and Pearl. We've seen them do the videos. Cadora, Cotton Candies, and Big City Kids. We've seen them show up and use these videos. And I mean, we can't tell you all the things that they DM us, but they have some crazy, amazing things happening just from them doing videos over the last 6 months. So that's why we were like, how do we help you right now? You need to show up and do video. And to help you overcome your objection, we are giving you this script. All right, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so this can be 30 to 60 seconds, depending on how quickly you speak. Try not to be 15 seconds because they will not understand you.
Right. And first of all, I want to start with, this is not permanent. You're just going to do this. And if it means that you have to do it again, you should actually do it again, right? Use the script 50 times over, talking about different products, talking about the same product. So just know that this is not a permanent thing, that this is the only version of it that you'll be doing.
And this script is our Meet the Company and Product script. So it's a very quick script where you get to just introduce it. So it goes like this. I'm your name, and I am and you could put founder, CEO, creative director, chief making officer of your company name. And here at my company, we sell, and you say what you sell. Meet this product. And then we prompt you to show you using it. And then you might give them 3 features and benefits. So we love this product because feature and benefit 1, feature and benefit 2, feature and benefit 3, and we know you'll love it too. Again, this is the blank product. Make sure to grab yours and you tell them where. Link in bio, click in this post, head to theproductboss.com/whatever. And then we put a prompt at the end that says, smile. Because we want to remind you to smile at the very end. So should we break that script down for them and kind of explain what's in it?
Yeah, absolutely. And a reminder that you can download this freebie in the show notes.
And we'll give you some examples too. We're going to jump into some examples. But let's just talk about the very beginning of it. First part is you introduce yourself. If you're going to show up and you are the owner or founder of your brand, they do get connected with you. That's how Minna and I know the first names of so many product-based business owners, because they do show up and they introduce themselves. So the very first part is, remember, we're talking to friends here. Hi, my name is Jacqueline, and I am the founder of Cuffs Couture. And here at Cuffs Couture, we sell wearable wrist wallets that are fashionable and functional. Meet the Celeste cuff. So right there, I explained who I was in the company, my company name, what I sell, and the product I'm about to talk about.
Right. And it just gives people introduction or reintroduction to who she is and what she sells. Because everywhere you go, whatever video you do, whatever email you send out, whatever you have in your Instagram bio, or whatever short engagement that you have with somebody, they need to know who you are and what you sell.
Right. And then we say, show yourself using it. So what does that mean? It could mean if it's my cuffs, I would have put it on my wrist, or I would have been wearing it on my wrist, and I would have opened it up and I would have shown you what was inside as I was talking about it. We love this. We love the Celeste cuff because it looks like a bracelet. People love it in gold. And there's a pocket inside that you can keep your ID and your credit card. We also have a keychain inside so that you can attach your key and not lose it while you're on the go. And it's really stretchy and comfortable for so many wrists, right? So those are 3 features and benefits. And we know you'll love it too. Because if you've been with us a while, remember, the solution, your product, your business is a solution to your customers' needs or wants or problems. So you're telling them, when you're talking about the features and the benefits, you're also telling them how that's going to solve a problem for them or meet a need that they might be having. Even if that need is they just want their house to be prettier or look more farmhouse, right?
Right.
And then you reintroduce the product again and say, again, this is a Celeste cuff. Make sure to grab yours at cuffscouture.com. And then you smile. Now, Cuffs Couture is no longer around, friends, and that was my old product business, but I can talk about it all day, every day.
I bet you all wanted to go to check it out, right? Because that's the idea of this very simple script. We started with the introduction. We showed it in action, right? Showed the cuff in action. It talks about the features and benefits. So you're really in that getting the features and the benefits. You might insert some, our customers love this. It has this really easy to open area. They put their credit cards in here. So you're inserting a little bit of a story around the features and benefits. And we know you'll love it too. Again, this is the Celeste cuff. So really you're just reinforcing them buying from you right then without being salesy. You're just giving them the education and the usefulness and the helpfulness that they need in order to buy from you. They can get it here because they don't know. They don't want to go searching out for this. Make sure you grab yours at www.cuffscouture.com. Then you smile because who doesn't? I mean, obviously, a smile makes everything better.
It does. And at least it makes you not feel so nervous at the very end where your face is kind of like, ugh.
And then it gives you a little bit of a knowing where to end it too, because otherwise you're like, okay, bye, thanks, see you later. I almost fall into that when we're on the podcast episode. In every single podcast episode, you'll hear me say, thanks, everybody. And that's my cue to turn off the recording, and almost every time thanks everybody, smile, and then stop the recording. So it gives you a bit of, saying goodbye in a way.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do the script now for one of our students. Her name is Rola, and she is the owner and founder of Cha'ulala Box. She's in Canada, and I'm obsessed with these kids' clothes. Obsessed. Okay. So I went to her site because I'm going to have to go through this. This isn't someone I work with every day. So, but I'm literally obsessed with all the things on her site. So, and we'll put a link to her Instagram or her website down below so you can spell it out or so you can find it. Okay. So her name is Rola. So we go like this. I'm Rola, and I'm the founder of Cha'ulala Box. And here at Cha'ulala Box, we sell, and I'm just going to look at her site to tell you what she sells. We sell gorgeous, modern, and sustainable wardrobe essentials from obscure brands that you won't find in other shops. Meet the, and then she has this really amazing, sorry, I'm doing this on the fly.
And in the meantime, you guys, since Jacqueline has done this challenge of doing this on the fly, I'm trying to dig for a masterminder or somebody in our community that I can easily do this for as well. So I will show you how 30 seconds is done from my end as well.
Right. And how we're doing this on the fly. So we want you to see that there's ways that you can do this. Okay. So she's got these fanny packs. That's one of the things I'm obsessed with and wish that there were adult sizes. Okay. So we've gotten through, I'm Rola, and I'm the founder of Cha'ulala Box. And here we sell, a really soft, comfy clothes for kids. Meet the mini quilted fanny pack. Okay. We love this so much because it is super convenient and adorable. And your kids can carry their snacks or their favorite doll on their waist. We also love it because it's a great way to dress up and make their outfit more stylish. Kids also love this because they get their own sense of style and their own sense that they can take things with it. You can also stash their mask in here while you're out on the go. And we know that you'll love it too. Again, this is the mini quilted fanny pack. Make sure to grab yours at www.chaulalabox.com. Smile.
I love it. Okay, perfection.
Thank you for bearing with me on that one, but I had to get all the information as we ran through it.
Oh yeah, the 1 minute we had to bear with you on. Okay, so this is a lot of pressure, I feel like. Who could I do one that should we do Annika? Want to do that one together? Of Hey Maven's Co.
Sure.
Okay.
She's very good on video.
Yeah, she really is. She doesn't need our help. Okay. Who's someone we could help?
What about Dawn at Fairy Tale Yarn?
Okay.
We're going to do a masterminder.
Okay. Fairy Tale Yarn. Let me pull up her website. I'm going to Fairy Tale Co.
So it's fairytaleyarnco.com.
Oh. Fairy Tale. Feel the pressure of typing live here.
I mean, there's so much pressure. We decided to wing this one. Okay, are you going to do it? Or you want me to do it?
Let's help each other.
Okay. So I went to her about section.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want me to do the first part?
Through this.
Okay.
So she's an indie dyer of yarn. And so she would be the maker, right? She's the indie dyer. And her audience is a geek audience. So there might be terminology that she says that resonates with them more.
We say geek in the most kind and loving way. They're sci-fi.
She's the one who says that.
They're like all things fantasy and sci-fi. So think Star Wars, Witches and Wizards. She says, I'm into quirky mystery shows like Monk and Psych, right? So she says this to you. Her favorite animals are dragons. There you go.
Yeah. She calls it geek audience. I think that they lovingly identify themselves as geeks. And she had this joke that I didn't quite get, but it's like that, right? So sometimes you can insert the personality of perhaps whatever it is. My sister works for a company named Pet Parents, and they call themselves like Top Dog and stuff like that.
Cute.
Because that's their description of their roles and who they are. So it doesn't have to be founders. So that would be something too.
Okay, so we're going to Mad Lib this, right? So it's I'm your name and I'm the whatever you are of the company. Okay, so this would be I'm Dawn or Dawn Craig, and I'm the what does she say she is? I am the indie dyer behind Fairy Tale Knits. And here at Fairy Tale Knits, we sell
indie dyed yarn.
Indie dyed yarn. Super easy. We're halfway done with the script, friends. Meet. Let's see who we're going to meet. Let's go to her shop. Let's do her Animaniacs.
Okay,
yarn.
Perfect.
Okay. Meet our Animaniacs yarn. Okay.
All
right. And then we're just going off of her description on Animaniacs. So she says the colorway is speckle dyed, and it's a fun method where dry dye powder is applied directly to wet yarn. The size of the sections will vary based on the colorway. Many have large sections of undyed yarn. This means the most speckled dye yarn will give you pops of color throughout your project. So we love this product because it is bright colors and it's speckled dyed yarn. Also, you can have a lot of fun and have pops of color throughout your project. And it's indie dyed and you're supporting a small business. Or it's made from...
Right.
Go ahead.
And we know you will love it too. So basically what Jacqueline did there was that she showed it in use. So at that time she was talking about the speckles and, how deep the color is in certain areas. And then we love this product because, and she ran through 3 features and benefits. So feature, benefit, feature, benefit, feature, benefit. And we know you will love it too.
We could have said actually the part that we didn't get to on this thing, and you're going to like this part. It is made out of flying bison fluff, which is 74% baby Surrey alpaca, baby Surrey, and 26% silk. But you might say this is flying bison fluff. It's a mix of alpaca and silk, and it really keeps, your projects will really they'll feel super luxurious or something, right? As you know your product better, you can share a feature and the benefit to your customer.
Right. And every bundle of yarn, I don't know if they're called bundles, right? I forget what word she used. Every one of them is unique. There's no yarn that dyes exactly the same. So you have something that's one of a kind forever or whatever, right?
Right. So you'd end it after those features and we know you'll love it too. Again, this is the Animaniacs yarn make sure to grab yours at fairytaleyarnco.com. Smile.
Perfect. Sold.
2 videos down. How many minutes into this podcast are we in?
Right. And that was on the fly. So that was fun. When we did our video workshop, if for those of you that did the summer workshops with us this summer, we had people actually come on video. People who had never done video before came on video with us and showed themselves on video for this 30 seconds. So that is how easy it was. It wasn't just us together doing it. They did it. They did it in front of an audience and they loved it. So it was great.
So we're going to give you a couple tips now, right? So we've walked you through how we sort of just filled it in, and obviously you'll finesse it. You know your products better than we do. It'll sound way more natural with you speaking about it, the same way that, let's say, Cuffs Couture feels for me than reading somebody else's product. Now, here's a couple tips. 1, download this video script and be prepared. Fill it out, have it in front of you. It's okay if you have it. When we had taught the summer workshop, we said, put it in front of you, read it off. It's totally fine.
It's fine even if they see the script.
Yeah. Done is better than perfect, friends. We just want you to make videos because the more you do it, you'll get more comfortable. So that's 1, print the script. 2, we want you to have good lighting. You don't need to have a ring light. Minna and I have ring lights. You don't have to have professional lighting. The most you have to do is stand in front of natural light. Stand in front of a window, have a natural light, like a window lit facing you, right?
Yeah. So the window is not behind you. It is in front of you. So the light is coming onto your face.
Yeah, we had in one of these workshops, because it was live and we had people live with us, she was speaking to us and we're like, we saw the light coming in on her side. We're like, can you just turn your computer and yourself towards the light? And all of a sudden she was lit beautifully. Yes. There's nothing better than natural lighting.
There isn't. And Maureen from Blythe Bubbles does it in her car, where it is beautiful lighting because there's light coming in from all sides.
Right. So the next tip is we want you to have your product in hand. So while we're teaching you what to say, if Dawn had the yarn in her hands, she could be touching it as she's talking about
unraveling
the texture,
it,
showing you the string and the variation. If Rolla had the mini fanny pack or one of the beautiful sweaters or dresses that she has, she could be showing you the product and showing you how it unsnaps, what the clasp looks like. All of the things could be in use. So when we say show yourself using it, we don't mean like you have to light the candle. But a really good example is one of the students in the workshop with us had I think it was like a dry shampoo for...
Oh, it was like pomade. Wasn't it like hair pomade?
Yeah, but it was for curly and kinky hair. So really mainly, for African-American or Black hair. And she showed that like water is not the way to deal with like the type of hair that this product was made for. But she opened it up, or actually she just showed us the package. She showed us it in the container. And I stopped her in the middle of her script and I said, could you do me a favor? It's like, could you open it and tilt it and show us what's inside so we can kind of see the texture, so we could understand what you're talking about. And then I was like, could you take it a step further and can you take it out and kind of put it on your hands and either like rub the texture between your hands, or sometimes if you think about, remember when you all go to makeup counters and they'll kind of squirt the lotion on their own hand and they'll rub it in and they'll be like, look how silky smooth it is. That's when we say show it in use. We want you to either show yourself opening and closing it, pulling it out, showing you all sides, or if it's like a cosmetic product or something that somebody would put on their skin or their hair. I don't want you necessarily spraying your hair.
Yeah.
But you might show it within your hands, like the tackiness of it.
Right. It's just so they get the idea of what it feels like. So even if you don't light the candle, you sniff the candle and talk about how it smells.
And you just look like it's the most delicious candle you've ever smelled.
Right. And for example, I was talking about Annika earlier. She does handmade lingerie. She doesn't need to put on the lingerie. Mm-hmm. She can stretch the lingerie. She can show you the stitching. She can show you the buckle.
She can have it on a mannequin behind her.
Mm-hmm. She can show you the different textures. She can talk about how it feels when she's touching it. So when we're saying show using it, it's really an action of, demonstrating it, but in a way that you can be there. It's transferring that experience to the customer.
Because your perceived senses through video, smelling it talking about the taste of it, or the notes that they might smell, or where it hits on your taste buds, or the way that it feels when you touch it, all of the five senses. If you talk about it or show yourself experiencing it, you can transfer that experience to your customer through video without them ever touching it. Even when you think about like QVC HSN, or I like to watch really late at night these days during COVID, I watch the Jewelry Network because I'm fascinated at the way that they sell. And it'll be dudes, like guys, like real like jewelers. They're like jewelers. And then they'll be like, this 10-carat bracelet. And then they'll lay it on their
feels
like
so heavy.
And then they'll lay it on their own hairy arm. And you're like, but then they really like, they'll handle it with their hands, and then they'll place it on that really nice, like kind of like white, padded something that then you could see the thing, but they're actually touching it. When they're saying it feels heavy, they're moving their hand like, this feels heavy. So in your head, you're like, oh yeah, the way he's moving his hand, I could understand, oh yeah, that's heavy, versus just saying it's heavy without moving your hand or showing the experience of holding it in your hand.
Yeah. On the script, you'll see that we put there, show yourself using it. And then we talk about, we love this product because, and you should go into the features and benefits. The show you using it is really about the experience, like what Jacqueline was saying, right? How can you transfer that experience? Like if you ever see viral videos on social media where someone's cracking up at themselves because they did something funny, or their friend did something funny and they're dying laughing, and you can't help but crack up and laugh to the point that you're like crying, you're laughing so hard because they transfer that over, the emotion of it, the laughter, everything. I hope that you get some of that when you're listening to us on the podcast and we're cracking up, right? We're laughing so hard that you laugh with us. That's what that is. That's what it does on video. You're really showing that experience of the senses, but bringing out the emotion in that other person, seeing how it feels, touches, the textures, and just they're living vicariously through you.
Yeah. And that's how you transfer. That's how they've been selling things to you on TV for so many years.
Yes.
That's how infomercials work. All of the things, and we're not even telling you to work like the way that, and like for 3 payments of $19.99, and wait, you get
a
one more
one for free,
and it will pay for shipping and handling. We're not talking about that, but we're talking about if you watch these things, you're just watching them work with the product. And I once had the opportunity I had auditioned to get on QVC. I'm actually coaching one of our students through, they have like a thing right now that they're applying to get on to, I don't know if it's QVC HSN. And if you do ever get onto it, they actually train you. You go through a training sales camp where they teach you how to sell on their networks and what to do. So it's very specific. But this is a super simple 30-second way, friends, where we just want you to have your product in hand and that you show it in some way. And then we say, and we know you'll love it too. Again, this is the, Animaniacs yarn. Make sure to grab yours at fairytaleyarnco.com. So what was that at the very end that I just said, Minna? What would we call that? A call?
Call to action. Always have a call to action. It doesn't have to be make sure to grab yours. It could definitely be comment below. Tell me what you would use this yarn in, right? That's a different call to action. But it's something where, in this case, you're directing them to do something, right? To go to the website. Could be, we've directed all of you to leave us a review on the podcast. If you love our podcast, make sure to review us, give us 5 stars. We break it down for you, right? Because there's nothing worse than having to go dig for what somebody wants you to do because you have no idea.
But it's not like, leave a comment below on your favorite thing to knit, and make sure to head to fairytaleyarn.co/animaniacs and do this, right? We want your videos to have a simple call to action, just one thing. They will comment, but if the goal is to send them to purchase something or to check it out, then you direct them there. It might be head to fairytaleyarnco.com or click the link in the bio, because the same thing is it will direct them to the same place, and you're giving them 2 ways to get there faster, but it's not giving them multiple things to do. Like too many call to actions muddles the call to action.
Yeah. Confusion kills the sale. If they don't know what to do, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah. That's a new Instagram post. I'm going to make that note. And you'll see even on our I'm just talking about Instagram, you'll see that oftentimes we'll do a post, and if we're promoting something, we'll have a call to action to that. And if we just want to have engagement or you chat with us or give us your feedback, we'll say, please leave a comment below. We don't say that specifically, but we have a call to action. The same way of like, share this. If you love this, share it with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
If you know a mom that would love these fanny packs, make sure to share this video. Right. And so those are multiple different types of call to actions. But when we're talking about converting it to the sale, and the goal here is that we want to introduce a product, talk about 3 features and benefits to it, let them know that they will love it too, tell them the product again, and tell them to grab theirs at. This whole point of this script is to introduce the product, talk about the features and benefits, and ask them to go check it out or to buy it.
So, Jacqueline, let's go back to the recap. The first thing was that they needed this script. Go and download it. The second thing that they needed was good lighting, right? The third thing was their product in hand. And what else do you have on that list?
And then their call to action.
Their call to action. And I want to add one more thing. So, fourth thing was call to action, because they must be directed some way, shape, or form. And then the fifth thing is to do it again.
Oh,
right?
I like that.
So you can use this 10,000 times. It can be saying that pretty much the exact same thing, because you will never say it in the exact same way that you did. It could be the same product 100 times, for example. It could be all your different products. It could be whatever the collection is. It could be, in a different setting or scenery. We talked about how a lot of our masterminders always go towards, things that are commonly asked for their customers. They do that video over and over and over and over. Same with this meet the product, quote unquote script that we're giving you, this 30-second script. You just have to keep doing it. There's no such thing as doing it too many times.
And I promised you that you didn't have to be the talking head, even though we would like to challenge you to show your face with your product and talk about it. If you really are like, okay, or you want to try it, I would tell you to A/B test it. I'd tell you to see if you do 2 different versions of it, one with your face and one without your face. You can start to see if people comment, like, share, actually take action. So you could do the same thing where you set up your phone, because all you need is a phone for this, friends. You don't even need a microphone because your phone has it. And we have good cameras on all of our phones now. You set up your phone. Maybe you have what are those things called that hold your phone?
Lazy arm.
Like a camera holder thing.
Yeah, or just a stack of books.
Yeah, but I was going to say like a tripod, because let's say you had
tripod.
It from that's the word.
Like, what is this, charades?
Let's say, I know if you guys are watching live, I've got hands up in the air. So let's say it's up above your hands, right? And it's zooming, it's looking down at your desk, and it's just your hands and your product. You could have the video, you could set it to record, and then you have the product in front of you and your voice is just there and it's just your hands and the product, and you would go through the exact same thing. Hey friends, it's Jacqueline, and I'm the founder of Cuffs Couture. And here at Cuffs Couture, we sell wearable wrist wallets. Meet the Celeste cuff. And you could hear my voice. You're associating my voice with a name and who I am. And then I'm going to show you it on my wrist or show it being held in my hands. And I'm just showing you from the hands. And so that would be another way in which you could test it. And you can see, do people resonate with the video where you're just kind of showing it, it's just hands in the video, or if you do one with your face. And couple places we'd like you to try this. If you have Facebook or a Facebook page, do a 30 to 60 second video there. If you have Instagram, you could do a 30 to 60 second video in your feed. You could do this on Reels, but it'd have to be 15 seconds, so probably not Reels. You could do it in your stories. Those only live for 24 hours, and you could do up to a minute that you're recording into 15-second chunks. Just try it in places that you do video and start to see where it resonates, and make sure to have that call to action.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be 3 features and benefits. You could cut it down to 1 feature and benefit.
Can you do it for little labels?
Sure.
On the spot, friends.
Right. Hi, everybody. I'm Minna, and I'm the owner of Little Labels. And here at Little Labels, we sell waterproof labels for baby bottles. Meet Animal Friends baby bottle labels. Then obviously show I'm using it at this point. We love this product because it is waterproof and you can throw it into the dishwasher. Also, you can write with your own handwriting, so there's no waiting for a custom order, and you can seal it yourself. It's another benefit.
When preschools and daycares ask you to label all your kids' products, this is a really easy way to, or things you send to school with them, this is a really super easy way for you to get them ready for school.
Right. And you won't lose a thing. So you will not be losing all your things to lost and found. And we know you will love it too. Again, this is Animal Friends Baby Bottles. It's actually our bestseller. Everyone loves it. Make sure to grab yours at lillabels.com. We'll see you over there.
I will be purchasing from you next.
Right. So there's definitely, every single time I do it, it probably will sound a little bit differently. It might go better than other times, but just keep it really simple. It's just the idea of that I could actually, if I didn't want to show my face, I could show my product like Jacqueline was saying, and I could say, and I wouldn't have to introduce myself. Or I can move that to the second paragraph. Hey, everybody, Minna here. I'm the owner of Little Labels. Meet Animal Friends Baby Bottle Labels. And again, it's showing the products. I love this. It's my favorite because it can go into the dishwasher and it's perfect for baby bottles. We know you'll love it too. Again, this is Animal Friends Baby Bottle Labels. So you could definitely just cut out a third, cut out half, and then you're left with 15 seconds, which you could use just about anywhere. I don't know the math on this 30 seconds divided by 15.
2.
Right? Cut out half of it and you will have a 15-second video. But again, this is just to get you to start to do it.
Right. And we just want to encourage you to start, and we want you to overcome those kind of like roadblocks or obstacles you're setting up for yourself with the reasons why. Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know how to write a script. Well, we've just given you a super simple script. If you start to do this, if you follow, some of the students that we talked about on here, if you start to see people doing scripts and you're like, I love this and I want more scripts, just know that you do have access to the scripts if you are in Survival Kit Course Bundle or if you sign up for that. Otherwise, though, this script is totally free. It's a download and it's in the show notes. So if you do your videos, tag us. We would love to support you. We'd love to share you on Instagram. So make sure to tag at The Product Boss on Instagram. And that way we can cheer you on and post it for our audience to see as well. And just let you know that we're really proud of you.
Yeah. And I know that might sound a little bit scary, but every time that we repost other people, you inspire other people, right? So when they see your video, it creates this inspiration around, oh, I can do it too. And so we want that for all of you guys, is to be inspiring each other, encouraging each other, buying from each other, supporting each other, sharing each other. And this is a great way to do that.
So good luck, friends. We can't wait to see what you do, and make sure to tag us, and so we can go on this journey with you.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. One last thing before we go. We created this podcast as a reminder that you are not alone in this. Growing a product-based business is so hard. We want to help you through it. So thank you so much for listening, and we truly appreciate it.
And we want to give a special shout out to those of you that have left us a positive review. Thank you. We read every single one of them, including this one from Mary Holland. She writes, as real as it gets. I'm so thankful I came across this podcast. The hosts are so kind and relatable. I have a startup clothing company, and their words of advice have given me the right steps to get my company up and running. Thanks for all you do, with cute little hearts at the end.
And lots of exclamation points throughout that.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much for taking the time to leave us a review. It truly means a lot to us. So we love reading these, and they really help us reach more people, which is our goal and our mission, to help small businesses. So thank you to those of you who have left a review. And if you haven't done so already, leave us one. Hey friends, Jacqueline here. Based on all the amazing things we are seeing happen online, we are predicting this is going to be one of the busiest seasons for e-commerce ever. Are you ready for it? No matter what stage of business you're in, the one thing we do know is you need to show up and create content that actually matters to your customers during this 2020 holiday season. But wait, you may be thinking, sounds great, but what do I actually say to them without being salesy? Don't worry, friends, we've got you covered this holiday season. Introducing 101 Plus Content Ideas Beyond the Discount 2020 edition, a bundle of tools, prompts, and video training that helps you create content this holiday season to reach out to your customers beyond just offering discounts, which is uber important to having a profitable Q4. This was created specifically for you to use during this 2020 holiday season. So, what's included? 101 plus content prompts to be used on social media, emails, and in live videos. 3 months of editable calendars filled with daily content ideas for marketing in 2020 quarter 4. Monthly checklists for 2020 holidays to inspire content and calendar prompts. 5 holiday plug-and-play scripts that will help you show up easily on video to stand out from the big guys. And this is one of our favorites. The easiest way to have a 12 days of holiday sales or a Cyber Month sales worksheet, plus video trainings and so much more. If you want to check it out, make sure to grab 101 content ideas beyond the holiday discount 2020 holiday edition. We wanted to make this holiday season as sweet as pumpkin pie that we are practically giving this away. Head to holidaycontentideas.com right now, and let's make this your most profitable holiday season ever.